of course, Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't involved in that one, but he's here tonight and he starts up front. He's already looking very serious-faced, hoping, I'm sure, that he can lead Portugal to their first ever World Cup victory. Of course, they've never won it. As the supporters are there in numbers, you can see the nice scarves, the green of Portugal, the red of Chile. That's what's being shown in front. It looks like it's going to be a red-hot atmosphere as well. And that's what tends to happen, isn't it, when these games come around. Chile, I'm sure, will be the underdogs, of course, coming into this one. We'll be looking to see whether they can cause any kind of upset this evening. They were beaten by New Zealand 4-1 at the end of March, but prior to that, as mentioned in the pre-match statement, it was 4 wins from 4. And under the new interim head coach, they beat Peru by 2-1. They went to Russia and won there 2-0. And then, of course, played Peru again, just for good measure, beating them 2-1. And then Cape Verde they beat 4-2 as well, just prior to that defeat to New Zealand. So, from their point of view, I'm sure they'll be looking and hoping that it all goes to plan this evening. As the two teams are now out on the field, and we are almost ready to get you underway. We're just waiting for everything to be in process, and we'll be ready to get you underway. If you have just tuned in, then you are listening to live audio match commentary. This ground, interestingly enough, actually, the Estadio Nacional Jamor is how I believe it is pronounced in Portugal. Capacity of 38,000. Looks pretty full to me tonight. And the Portugal supporters are in fine voice, and rightly so, of course, because the World Cup is just around the corner. Starts next week, doesn't it? And that's got the tails wagging, and the lips wet with anticipation as we get to a feast of football to see. But it's not quite there yet, of course. Not quite there. We are still in the remit of those final international friendlies. And Portugal, as mentioned, they have got in their group Colombia, Uzbekistan and DR Congo as well, but they do face Nigeria in a warm-up game prior to starting the World Cup. So the officials are just making sure everything is untoward, and we will be more or less ready to get you underway. Just a couple of minutes delay, looks like, in this one, which tends to happen, doesn't it, in friendlies? They never really kick off, do they, on time? There's always a slight little delay behind them as they get everything out that they need to, pre-match ritual and all that, of course. That's how it tends to happen. And Ruben Diaz, of course, who is in the back line for Portugal. He was highlighting the team's ambition to change the fact that Portugal have never before won a World Cup. As Cristiano Ronaldo just goes up to the referee. Of course, the Portugal captain, Chile captain, is Suazo, as he shakes hands. There's the Portugal left back, or should I say Chile left back, Gabriel Suazo, 28 years of age, is the Sevilla man. Spent a few seasons with Toulouse before moving to Sevilla. Suazo shakes the hand of Ronaldo, and we're almost ready to get you underway here. So thank you very much this evening for tuning in to us. It is, of course, just a friendly, but is there really anything such as a friendly? I don't think you can call it that, can you? Both teams will still want to win. Chile will do everything in their power to put a shock up Portugal, give them a little concern going into their final warm-up game with Nigeria. As for Portugal, of course, well, they will just want to keep booking the trend, which is how they are doing at the moment. Their last defeat came against Ireland in the qualification for the World Cup back in November. They lost 2-0 there, which was a big shock, of course. No one saw that one coming, but credit to the Irish for doing the business. And Portugal's did win their Group F in the end by 3 points. But here we go, we're ready to get you underway then in this one. You're listening to live audio match commentary, and we're off and running. Chile get us underway here in this friendly as it goes back to the goalkeeper Vigouroux, who gets ready to launch this clear. Does the Swansea goalkeeper in his second season with the Swans now, having joined from Leyton Orient. He kept 12 clean sheets for the Swans last season. Now he would, I'm sure, love to do that again this evening. As Chile will have possession with Roman. He will go back to Maripan, and back to the Chile goalkeeper it will go. Vigouroux will take his time, hits it first time, left-footed. The ball's going to stay in on that far touchline. Thought it was going to go out, but Portugal are in their white shirts, green shorts and white socks tonight. Away colours, of course. Chile in their traditional home, red shirts, white shorts and blue socks. Well, somebody had to put their away colours on, didn't they? Portugal have opted to do so. And they are kicking towards the left-hand side. As Chile kick towards the right as we look. Portugal just knocking the ball around at the moment. Over to that left-hand side. Here is Ruben Diaz now, carries the ball on the edge of his own D. Looking for support, he's been closed down by Tapia, but he gets it out to the right-hand side. Very casual, structured warm-up with the ball. Portugal have possession, just halfway on that far right-hand side, trying to knock the ball around at the moment, but nothing doing. So we've played just over a minute and a half here. Still goalless between these sides. And here go Portugal again down the left-hand side, and it's a foul there. Rafael Leao went down, and that will be a free kick to Portugal on this left-hand side. It was a foul by Gutierrez, who just went through the back of the Portugal man, so it will be a free kick here to Portugal on this far left-hand side. And a chance to try and get the ball into the box here from this left. What can Cancelo do from this? It's going to be clipped in high, you would think. Cristiano Ronaldo is focusing his opportunity here, maybe to get on the end of it. Real chance, or is it going to be Samu Costa that takes it? I think it's going to be Samu Costa, is it? Well, the referee's just having a little check there to see what's happening. And now he's happy with what will happen here. So it will be Samu Costa, curls it in low into the near post. It's cleared behind for a corner. Chile dealt with it, framed as it was. Still delivery from Samu Costa there with the left foot. The Mallorca midfielder, and he's got his side of corner here. There's be a chance here to get the ball into the box from this far left-hand side. So Portugal have a corner in the first 3.5 minutes of this game. It's going to be swerved in right-footed, is it? No, it's taken short. Here is Leao. Portugal have it now, 20 yards outside the Chile penalty area. It goes out to the right-hand side. Chance for a cross, Semedo, in it goes, and a header in there, and oh, what a save! What a save that is on the line! How he's got that, a brilliant stretched hand from Vigouroux to keep the ball out there. Well, let's just have a look at this. It was swerved in from the right-hand side from Cancelo. and then up went Ruben Diaz at the far stick on that left-hand side, gets a firm header in. It's going into the far right corner, but Figueiredo gets a left hand to it and pulls off a brilliant save. A real excellent hand there from Figueiredo to keep the ball out. It looked for all the money it was going to go over the line. It was a strong left hand and it palmed it away. So early opportunity there for Portugal. They could have taken the lead, but give credit to the Chilean goalkeeper, Laurent Figueiredo, who was on hand to, well, literally on hand to keep the ball out there. Fantastic play. And here come Portugal again, rolling down the left-hand side. Here is João Cancelo, cuts in field. Back to his centre-half, Roman. Oh, it's cut out well. Portugal have won it back again on that left-hand side. Cancelo. Lovely little 1-2 there with Fernandes. Still Cancelo trying to brush aside, but Chile have done well. They've won the ball back there and they're on the attack with Gutierrez now on the right hand side. Low ball into the box, but well kept under control there in the end by Bernardo Silva, who's playing like a centre half for the moment, covering his centre backs brilliantly. Well, there he was again, Bernardo Silva. Son, 4 goals, 10 assists, 4 assists, 2 goals again this season. And so it really is another brilliant season for him. So here comes Chile now, moving the ball forward on that left-hand side. So let's clip over the top from Maripan, looking for Tapia. Looks like Marseille and Tapia are playing as a 2 up front from what we can see now for Chile. So it looks like more of a 4-4-2 that they are switched back to. In the meantime, Portugal will move forward. Here is Veiga, striding forward. Going to put the ball into Bernardo Silva. Portugal have possession now, midway point on this near left-hand side. Here's Bruno Fernandes on the ball. Down the left-hand channel it will go. Of course, hit the 21 assist mark, didn't he, for Manchester United? Bruno Fernandes, record breaking. But here, out to the right-hand side, here's Bernardo Silva, gets to the byline. Can he keep it in? He's trying to do so as he won a corner. He has managed to knock it off the Chile man. It was Conceição actually who took on the ball from Bernardo Silva, got to the goal line, kept it in brilliantly with his left foot, and then dinked it off the Chile man and out for a corner it will be. So a real opportunity here to try and get the ball into the box. Well, Portugal, of course, well, they didn't almost score from the corner. It was a corner that came in, and then the next direct ball that did come in, Ruben Diaz falls Figueiredo into a brilliant save. What can they do from this? We played 7.5 minutes here. Portugal 0, Chile 0 in this international friendly. Real opportunity here though for Portugal. What can they do? There's the high right footer from Bruno Fernandes, and the header is over the bar by Cristiano Ronaldo. Just couldn't get under it, and in the end he could he float his header well over the crossbar. He's 41 years of age now, Cristiano Ronaldo. Another incredible tally of goals. 28 goals for Al Nassr in their domestic competition from 30 games. Never changes, does he? Got 2 on the final game of the season against Damac. And he's still he's going to play as long as he can. I reckon he's going to try and break the record, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo, for the oldest player to ever play professional football. That's got to be his ambition now. He's broke every other record, hasn't he, in the world? Why not put that one in as well? As Portugal have possession then, just at the back with Veiga. Head to the left-hand side to Rafael Leao. That's good playing. Here's Leao now down the left-hand side. He's into the penalty area. Could be a chance here for Portugal. Driving in, getting onto his right foot. He does! Oh, it comes off the post and it comes back out. Well, that was great play by Rafael Leao there. He picked up the ball on the near left-hand side of the halfway line. He's got to run a good 50-60 yards. Gets into the penalty area. cuts infield, gets it on his right foot, low shot, bang, pings off the left post and comes back out. What a chance there for the AC Milan man. Got 9 goals for the Serie A club last season in their domestic competition. League competition, should I say. He's actually not scored since March in the 2-0 win over Cremonese. How he came within a whisker of getting on the score sheet there. Great skill from Rafael Leao. You know what he's going to do when he gets it on that left-hand side and his right foot. Cheese the Chile defence, cut in, just adjusted his body. He's about 10 yards out on the left side of the Chile penalty area and hits it low with his right foot, and it pings off that near left-hand post and comes back out. So Portugal are certainly the team in the offing, as you would expect, and that's 2 big chances they've had now. One, Figueiredo with a brilliant save, the second coming off the woodwork, and Roberto Martinez certainly happy with what he's seeing from his side. And here come Portugal again in those white shirts against the Chile in red. Rafael Leao lays it down the left-hand channel. Could be an opportunity. It's good defending by Chile there, but Portugal nick it back inside the area. Here's Conceição. Back into the feet of Cancelo. Back to Bruno Fernandes now. 20 yards outside the Chile penalty area. Still Portugal have it. Trying to link up play. Chile are doing well though, blocking everything they can. Now Semedo has it on that far right hand side. He's going to go all the way across to Ruben Diaz, and then Ruben Diaz will pick out Veiga, and Portugal will try again. Here they go on the left hand side. 10.5 minutes gone here. Portugal 0, Chile 0. It's a lovely one too. Here's Rafael Leao. It's a good block, good tackling there. Really good bit of pressure from Chile to win the ball. That's exactly what Loyola did there, getting his foot in. Nice sliding challenge from Felipe Loyola, the Pisa midfielder. And it will be a throw into Portugal though, which João Cancelo will look to take. It's on this near side, level with the Chile penalty area. Still Portugal have it, playing some 1-2. Here's Cancelo again. We've got 2 Chile players to beat on this near left-hand side. Tries to play it in field. Bruno Fernandes is in a battle there, and Chile are trying to ruffle the ball out. They can't do so at the moment, and eventually they get the ball clear, but referee just making sure there that they can do exactly that. But what a chance there. It was Bruno Fernandes, and lovely piece of 1-2 play there, just trying to get their way through. Chile have got themselves a bit of fortunate there, and it will be a free kick to the side in red. So Figueiredo clears it long, over the halfway line it goes. The ball is up in the air. Who's it going to drop to? It's going to drop to a Chile player, Loyola, would you believe, but in the end there's a foul being given to Portugal. Little push there by Tapia. Just nudged Cancelo in the back. So Portugal will have a free kick, which they will look to take. Here is Bernardo Silva. Feeds it out to the right-hand side. Bit of a driving run now for Semedo. Tries to play it inside down the middle, but Chile do well. Want to knock the ball. They're trying to play some nice football, Chile, it has to be said. Got the ball at the back, but they're not really going anywhere at the moment, so it's all right passing it short, knocking the ball, trying to find a way to get through this Portugal side, but there's no real forward passes going at the moment. And now it's a hopeful ball over the top of the Portugal defence. That might be something for, I'll say, to chase, but nothing to do. It's booted clear over the halfway line. It's going to come to Bernardo Silva. He goes down looking for the free kick, and the referee has spotted that, and that will be a free kick to Portugal. As Bernardo Silva takes quickly is Semedo. We've got overlap with Conceição on the right hand side. Here is Conceição. Back to Semedo. He's in field. Good play by Portugal here, and Ruben Diaz has skipped away from the challenge here. Good chance to get a cross in maybe, but finds Conceição. 2 Chile players to beat on this far right hand side. Sweeps it out infield to Bernardo Silva, out to the left hand side. Now Leao can run at his man. Rafael Leao into the penalty area, down the left hand side, clips the ball towards the back post, over everybody's head, and out for a goal kick. And it is all Portugal so far in this opening quarter of an hour. They've hit the post, they've forced the Chilean goalkeeper into a really good save as well. And you feel like at the moment it is only a matter of time before they get themselves on the score sheet. But Chile will pick up the ball. It's a long ball, but it's again Portugal win possession. Rafael Leão has it on this near touchline, right by Roberto Martinez. Actually, he could almost give him a kick there on the sidelines. So close they were. Not that he'd want to do that because it's his own player, but you get my drift. As Portugal have a free kick then inside the centre circle, rolling the ball around infield. Ruben Diaz has to be careful, but he just gets it out to Vega. Here is Renato Vega, the Villarreal defender, who actually not figured in the Villarreal's last two games of the season. He was on the bench for the 5-1 win over Atletico Madrid and suspended for the 2-0 defeat to Vallecano. So sure he'd be delighted to get some minutes in the tank. As, here he is again on the ball. Rolls it infield. Portugal will try and come forward once again. Conceição screaming for it on that left hand side, but not being picked out for the moment. Bernardo Silva infield again. Portugal trying to approach, looking for support at the moment. Chile do well, put them under pressure. Ball is going to go all the way back there to Jose Sá, who has hardly really been able to touch the ball. As the Portuguese goalkeeper, who believe is another one that maybe could be on the move from Wolves. We'll have to wait and see. There's been rumours that he doesn't want to play in the EFL Championship. Now Wolves have been relegated. How many times have we heard players say that before, and then they turn up on the opening day of the season with their club anyway? We'll have to wait and see, but ball goes out for a goal kick, and it will be a Chile goal kick here. Chance for them to try and just keep a little bit of possession, really, and more concrete possession than knocking it around the back, because Portugal are pressing high and have given the ball away a couple of times, and they have done that. But well, you can't certainly break them for trying, but they've given the ball away again, and here come Portugal again on the left hand side. Here's Rafael Leão now, already hit the woodwork. He's going to try and drive at the Chile defence. He pulls the ball back, could be a chance here. Bernardo Silva, they can't quite get it out their feet there, the Portugal players, two of them inside the box, and in the end there was a bit of a tangle, and the referee has spotted a free kick there, so he's giving Chile a free kick inside their own penalty area. As like it was Conceição trying to get a shot towards goal there, but as he did, he fouled the Chile player in the process. So it will be a free kick to Chile. They'll take quickly, but again they've given the ball away, and here come Portugal. Nice chance here, real opportunities. Ronaldo onto his left foot. Oh, what a save by Figueiredo! Brilliant save with his legs again there to deny the Portugal captain. Well, you can't give Cristiano Ronaldo that kind of room, can you? Especially inside the penalty area. Come back to that in a minute, though, as Portugal still have possession on this far near left-hand side. Here is Rafael Leão, flicks the ball into the feet of Ruben Diaz, who will carry the ball forward 20 yards outside the Chile penalty area in the glazing sunshine here. Still Portugal have it. Here's Semedo. Out to the right again. Semedo again. Rolls it back to Ruben Diaz. Diaz clips the ball over the back. Conceição tries to flick the ball into the box. He does do that, but Chile clear it away. And now Portugal will have another chance. Here is Vega. Out to Rafael Leão on this left-hand side. And it's all one-way traffic at the moment. All white and green in this first 18 minutes or so. And we're just going to see this again. So it was a real chance. So it all starts with Bruno Fernandes. Gets it on the left-hand side, pulls the ball back. Cristiano Ronaldo spins, gets it onto his left foot, hits it low, but Vigorel saves with his left leg. Just a good stretch leg out it was, and that's what denied the Portugal captain there of what looked a certain goal. But, here is Fernandez. What a ball that is, out to the left hand side. Rafael Leao into the penalty area. Nice ball into the box. It's gone across the face of the goal though, and it goes out for a Chilean throw. But Portugal again being very, very menace worthy on that left hand side, and that's what they were doing there. Rafael Leao, whenever he gets the ball on that left hand side, he just wants to run at the defenders, and he is causing them mayhem at the moment. Just seeing that chance from Cristiano Ronaldo again though, just how he spun on a sixpence inside the box. So easy for him to do it, get it onto his left foot, and it looked like a goal all the way. But give credit to Vigorel, he stuck his left leg out to deny him, and you have to say at the moment he's certainly the best player on the pitch for Chile. Two brilliant saves to keep them in it. Portugal have had 5 attempts, Chile have not had one at the moment. But here's Rafael Leao as Portugal come forward again, plays it in field. Bruno Fernandes wants it, instead he picks out Cancelo. Back to Rafael Leao, into Cancelo. He couldn't turn on the ball though, and eventually those red shirts are trying to get in the way. It's hacked clear by Roman over the defence, but they just cannot get out at the moment. It was complete pin execution from Portugal. They're just penning them in at every opportunity at the moment. Here is Bruno Fernandes. Back out, Chile got everybody back behind the ball now. The ball is flicked out to the left hand side. Leao volleys the ball across the 6-yard area, and it goes out for a goal kick. But once again, it's a sea of white and green, it really is at the moment. Portugal just doing what they can, and of course Roberto Martinez, his side have always been pass, haven't they? You go back to his days at Wigan, and of course he did a splendid job there. And let's not forget when he was the coach at Belgium, he got them playing some wonderful football, which in truth is probably what got him the gig really with Portugal. And not forgetting a little bit of a disappointing spelling with Everton in the end, but still they do say some very good attractive football was played. But of course it's not all about that, is it? But here's Rafael Leao, left hand side. But having said that, Portugal really are made to play that way, aren't they, with the players that they've got, so it certainly suits them. Portugal have possession then on this near left hand side, as they will look to come forward again. Cancelo switches play over to that right hand side. Conceição with a drive onto that left foot, which he likes to do. Tried the 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes, but Chile again intercept it. But once again they give the ball away, and that really has been the story of this 22 minutes or so. Whenever Chile get the ball, it's a rush job really. They clear it away and it goes straight back to Portugal. They are literally camping in this Chile half at the moment. Here is Ruben Diaz out to the right hand side. So a few moments ago it's only a matter of time before Portugal get the first goal. Here's Semedo driving forward into the penalty area. Conceição, they've still got it, Portugal. Left footed shot into the box, but Vigorel a little bit more comfortable for the Chilean goalkeeper this time. Just falls on the ball comfortably and holds on to it. Well, you can't blame Samu Costa for having a shot from there. Got it onto his left foot, hit it first time, it was low. It's a daisy cutter really though, and straight into the arms of the Chilean goalkeeper. As Chile again give the ball away. It's a poor header from Maripan, and now Portugal spread play over to that far right hand side. Here is Conceição back into the midfield. Here's Samu Costa, and here they come again, building very cautiously for the moment, but they'll speed it up in a manner. And here is Rafael Leao, and that's the man you want on the ball. Left footed cross, it's a high one, it goes over everybody's head. Chile eventually clear it, and now they might be on a counter-attack here. Picked up rarely by Osorio. Plays it back to Maripan, hits it first time, and now they've got a bit of a chance on this right-hand side. That's what they'll be looking to do, pick up the second balls. Plays it into Tapia, and he's won a corner, and that will be a corner to Chile. João Cancelo getting back to do his defensive duties there. And it was Gutierrez who eventually had the ball down the right-hand side. He's crossed with the right foot, pings off Portugal man, and they were actually claiming for an arm, but there was nothing in that. Maximiliano Gutierrez actually scored in the final game of their season. The 2-0 win over Union Santa. Got 2 goals in 8 games so far there, so started quite well. 2 goals in his last 3 actually. Now they would love him to get another one this evening, but here come Chile on possession on this right hand side, curled into the box, it's flicked up in the air, could be a chance here. Portugal do well, second time of asking, they get it clear with the head of Vega, and he's gone down, and that will be a free kick to Portugal. So Chile not making the most of that corner there from that right hand side, and in the end Samuel Costa it is that took a bit of a little arm in the face there, as the 2 teams go off for their routine drinks break. And so it will just give us a little bit of time to explain the story so far, if you have just tuned in, of course. You are listening to live audio match commentary of this international friendly. It's currently Portugal 0, Chile 0. Portugal have certainly been the better side by quite some distance, it's fair to say. They've hit the post through Rafael Leao, and also forced Figueiredo into a fine save, which captain Cristiano Ronaldo did so. As for Chile from the other end, well, they haven't laid a glove on Jose Sá as yet. They've had a corner which they didn't make the most of. Portugal defended it pretty comfortably. It will be interesting to see, of course, what the Chilean interim head coach has to say. Called over, 47 years of age, and, of course, being taken over from Ricardo Garcia, who was sacked when Chile didn't qualify for the World Cup. So it's all down to he. He's having words with his players at the moment. It's, of course, doesn't help with the heat as well, does it really? Ferocious heat coming down here. Both sets of teams are having a little intervention, I think it's fair to say. Roberto Martinez having words with his players there, especially Nelson Semedo, Portugal right back, who of course plays his football at Fenerbahce, having joined from Wolves the previous summer. And, 3 assists and a goal in his 26 league appearances for the Turkish outfit. It's, almost ready to get you back underway in a moment. Players just finishing off their water breaks, and things will possibly start to chirp up. Well, in terms of goal action, as I say, it has been pretty quiet from a Chilean point of view. Their supporters not really been able to get excited as yet, but it could all change in a matter of a moment, couldn't it? That's why we love the beautiful game of football. For Portugal, I'm sure Roberto Martinez would have said to his side, just keep doing what you're doing, and moving the ball around as quick as they are, causing those problems. So we are back underway, I'm pleased to say. Referee just blowing the whistle to restart things after the drinks break, and it will be in the feet of Jose Sá, who's going to leave it for Bernardo Silva to take the free kick on the edge of the D. Portugal will have possession, and here is Bernardo Silva again, put on the ball. back to his goalkeeper, Jose Sá, who takes control of it. He's under pressure there, he's got to be careful. There's Tucci, oh, he's given the ball away! Straight to the Chile player, oh, and he's won a corner. Has he? Or has it come off him last? No, I think it's a very unfortunate come off his last. Well, Jose Sá, what was he doing? He played the ball short, got it completely wrong, and I'll say it was that nicked it off him, and then just as he was about to shoot, it was Samu Costa, I think, that got in the way of him and stopped him from shooting. So in the end, he miscued the shot and he went out for a goal kick. But hairy moment there for Portugal. In the meantime, here they come attacking. Here is João Cancelo on that left-hand side. He's got Rafael Leão with him. Rafael Leão takes over. Here he is, plays it in field. And Portugal, well, they've given the ball away though, and here is Arce now for Chile. Where's he going to go? Tries to play the first-time ball, blocked in the remit there by those white and green shirts. And in the end, they'll get themselves a throw by the looks of it. As Roberto Martinez just again has a word with João Cancelo, former Manchester City man, of course. It was a really strange goings-on, wasn't it, with that? The man who is still, of course, let's not forget, now a Barcelona man. And we had a couple of spells with Al Hilal. Now 32 years of age is João Cancelo. But there was always a really interesting part to that, wasn't there, when he was at Manchester City? Whenever you saw João Cancelo play, always looked good, but for some reason he was moved on to Bayern. And really strange. But in the meantime, he showed his class, what he can do on the international stage as well. And, I can imagine there was some kind of disagreement between he and Pep Guardiola at the time, but of course he's playing his football now, was playing his football on loan at Barcelona this season. As the ball will go out for a goal kick, so be a chance for Chile to get the ball forward with Vigouroux. He clears it forward over the halfway line down that right hand side. Chile trying to attack, rare one it might be, and in the end the ball goes out for a throw-in, so Portugal will have the pieces. And here is Bernardo Silva. Plays it out to the right-hand side. Moving the ball to Conceição, who's hugging the touchline on that far right side, right by the halfway line. And now Portugal slow the tempo down for the moment. Here is Veiga on this left-hand side. Picks out Rafael Leão. He's got a chance to run the Chileans, as he has done for pretty much most of his first half, but he decides to play it short in field. Now Cancelo, played by Portugal. Cancelo again. Got Rafael Leão behind him. Oh, he plays a beautiful ball. A great chance. It's a brilliant tackle. And he blocks it superbly. Does Roman, the Chilean centre-half. Well, Cancelo just flicked the ball beautifully with the outside of his boot down the left side of the area. And the cross was blocked. Ivan Roman blocking Samu Costa's left-footed cross. Just got to the byline. It's really good defending from Ivan Roman, who was booked in the 1-0 win over Vasco. 19 years of age, Ivan Roman, who certainly showing potential, or hoping to, for his interim head coach. Here's Rafael Leão as the corner is cleared away. It's going to be punted back in. There's the header. It's a looping one, but it's easy gatherings for Vigouroux in the Chilean goal. Well, it's just a looping flick header from João Cancelo, really. And meat and drink for Vigouroux in the Chile goal. And here come Chile. An attack forward in the halfway line. Bruno Fernandes nicks the ball away, and then there's a foul there on Samu Costa. I think there is. So it will be a free kick to Portugal. We've got 13 minutes remaining of the first half. Portugal 0, Chile 0. You're listening to live audio match commentary. As here come Portugal again. The ball is into the area down the right-hand side. They wanted something there. Semedo went down in the box. There was a very, very faint appeal from Semedo, but none of his other teammates put their arms up as he had the ball on the right-hand side. Just tried to cut in field inside the Chile penalty area. Let's have a look. We'll soon see it again, I'm sure. But he couldn't quite. Let's have a look there. There was a little barge off the ball there by Osorio. I think he's had to be careful there. It's not enough for the referee to decide a penalty, that's for sure. The ball is cleared over the halfway line. It is clear by Diaz into the centre circle, flicked high towards the penalty area again. You certainly see Chile trying to use that sunshine that is on the edge of the Portugal penalty area. And it's one ball through, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's away. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Out comes the keeper. There's only one result when Cristiano Ronaldo is through on goal. Although it may well be chalked off. Great finish from the number 7. And he's offside. It was a ball flicked over the back of the two Chile defenders. Cristiano Ronaldo clean through. Yeah, he's offside, there's no doubt. That will not be pulled back. He's offside. Just went a little bit too late, did Ronaldo. And Roman and Maripan were certainly making their feelings made to the referee. It was a nice finish by Cristiano Ronaldo. Out came Vigouroux. And now whether, of course, he was even attempting to save the ball is another matter, isn't it? Outside the right boot by Ronaldo, underneath the keeper into the back of the net. But no goal. It remains goalless, and that might give Chile maybe a new lease of life here. They certainly need something. Here is Pizarro, flicks the ball towards the Portugal penalty area. Headed clear. Bit of head tennis going on in the centre circle there, which Portugal pick up. Ronaldo flicks it forward over the back of the Chilean defence. There's a chase on here, Conceição, but Vigouroux gets there first and boots it clear. In the midst of Conceição chasing him down there. And so towards Francisco Conceição. Now a Juventus player in his second season with the Italian Giants. 23 years of age. And, I think it's fair to say he's following in his father's footsteps. But in the meantime, here come Portugal on the attack. Semedo gets the cross in there, and it's put wide with his right foot. Would you believe it? What a chance for Samu Costa. Well, he hits it low with his right boot. Did the Chilean defender get a touch to it? Let's have a look. Oh, he did. He did. That's a brilliant vital touch from Pizarro to deny Samu Costa a certain goal there. Semedo did the donkey work down the right. His low ball into the box. And Samu Costa's shot deflects behind. Great work from Pizarro. He flew his way in. Vicente Pizarro, the Rosario defender. But it will be a corner to Portugal. And a chance here to get the ball into the box. Bruno Fernandes will take it from this far right-hand side. The right arm is up. Where's it going to go? Flicks it high, edge of the 6-yard area, headed away. On his far Semedo, who volleys it right-footed. But that is well over and wide from Nelson Semedo. And he just puts his left arm to say, yeah, think I should have really done something different there instead of going for the strike. Cristiano Ronaldo ties a little look at him. I'm sure if Cristiano Ronaldo was in that position, he might well have had a go from there. Certainly couldn't fault him for trying, that's for sure. As Portugal have possession, they go all the way back now to the goalkeeper, Jose Sá. Here is Bernardo Silva. Out to the right. Here is Ruben Diaz now charging forward. Tried to cut in field. He almost lost control of the ball there, but Samu Costa collects it. Goes down the right-hand side. He's gone down. That'll be a free kick to Portugal there. It's on that far right-hand side, just a couple of yards from the touchline. I'd say about 15 yards outside the Chile penalty area. Certainly a chance to get the ball into the box and cause a few little problems here. Portugal man gets back to his feet. Still goalless here. If you have just tuned in, we've got 6 minutes to go until the break. I'm sure Chile will be absolutely delighted that they've managed to keep Portugal out so far, but we've got another 6 minutes to go yet. As Bruno Fernandes is over the free kick. What can the Manchester United man do with this with a right foot? Pings it in there, so straight into the arms of Figueiredo. Well, give credit to the Chile goalkeeper. He has absolutely had an outstanding first half. He's made 2 brilliant saves and collected the ball very comfortably as well. It's fair to say he is the star man of the show so far. As here come Portugal now. Driving forward again with Ruben Diaz over the halfway line. He's got Semedo making an overlap on the right. Flicks the ball over the back. And Semedo's got the pace to try and kick that in, which he does on that full touchline by the corner flag. He's got Fundas in close company though, the Chile fullback. Still Semedo. Where's he going to go? He's got it in pretty much the same position. This time he rolls it all the way back though. Ruben Diaz. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes tries to flick in field. Again, Chile win the midfield battle, but only as far as Samu Kostru threads the ball out to the left-hand side. Bit of space for Rafael Leao now to run at. Plays it into Ronaldo. Back to Rafael Leao again, out to the left-hand side. The ball is flicked down. Left-hand shot, low ball into the box. Great chance, but cleared away well by Roman. There for Chile. And they clear it once again. Maripan blasts it clear as well. So between them, they did well there. And in the meantime, Portugal have got the ball again with Cancelo, who drifts it in right-footed, but it's calm and collected for Figueiredo once more. Catches the ball on the edge of his own 6-yard area. And now Chile will come away with the ball inside the centre circle. Here is Pizarro. Loyola, back to Pizarro again. Turns on the ball inside the centre circle. Loyola out to that left-hand side. Suazo is calling for it, but Chile just keeping possession at the moment, knocking the ball around the halfway line, but they're giving it away again, and here comes Conceição, who's won it back. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva, this is great play by Portugal. Bruno Fernandes with a shot, deflects. Thought it was going to go towards goal then, but in the end it's cleared away. And then I think the referee has spotted something here. Has he given Portugal a free kick? Looks like he might have done. Now, if he has, it's in a very, very dangerous position. I can only think it's when Bruno Fernandes struck the ball from 20 yards from goal. Yes, it is. So when he struck it, it looked like the Chilean defender went through him, and that's what happened. So it is a free kick to Portugal in a very dangerous position. Not what Chile would want with 3 minutes to go until the break. It's central, it's more or less dead central actually. So, of course, normally the free kick takers like a bit of an angle on it, don't they? But this one's dead straight, so, mind you though, when you got Cristiano Ronaldo on the ball, I don't think it really matters, does it? So Portugal will have a free kick. It's about 25 yards out. It's a little bit further out than we first thought from the Chilean goal, but Ronaldo is over it. He's sizing it up already. Figueiredo telling his Chilean defenders to get in the right wall. Ronaldo will take it then. What can he do? He's already had the ball in the net once, but it was rolled out. Tries it, hits the wall. It's going to come back to, I think it was Samuel Costa. The shot is blocked, but it comes out to Rafael Leao on the left-hand side. And in the end, it's offside. And that will be music, I'm sure, to Cordova, the Chilean interim head coach's ears, because pressure was certainly mounting once again there. And Cristiano Ronaldo's free kick, it was hit with his right foot. He tried to curl it, but the four-man Chilean wall did a brilliant job there, blocking it superbly. And so it will be a free kick to Chile here, as Figueiredo will thump it forward, left-footed, over the halfway line. Portugal have had 245 passes completed to Chile's 75, which really does tell you, doesn't it, the story of this game in terms of passing possession. Chile really have struggled when they've had the ball to move it forward. whereas Portugal have moved it very quick along the lines, and especially the early part of this game could well have found themselves ahead, but they haven't done so. And it looks like at the moment Chile could be going in with no goals conceded. I'm sure they'll be delighted with that, but still time to go yet. Conceição is brought down. That will be a free kick to Portugal. It's well inside their own penalty, well inside their own half though, so no real pressure on the Chilean goal from that range, that's for sure. And the referee just having words, making sure everything is okay. And Ruben Diaz will be over it for Portugal. Puts it out to the left-hand side. There's the ball down the line now. Rafael Leao, that's the ball he wants. He's driving forward. He's beat one. Is he trying to beat the second one? It's a great sliding challenge in the end by Friendlies. He did really well there. Oh, there's a bit of afters going on here between the Chile players and the Portugal players. It's getting messy. There's pushing, there's shoving, there's punches being thrown here, and one Chilean player has gone down on the floor. Roman has been put on the floor there. I'm not so sure whether the punch was as heavy as it may have been, but it's all got a bit nasty here. Both sets of teams. Well, it was all the fact that Friendlies tried to keep the ball in from going out for a goal kick. He was shepherding the ball out. Rafael Leao went in to try and get the ball off him, and then suddenly it all turned nasty. Well, the referee is going to have to sort it here. Lucas Aferli, the Italian, is just having words with the players. Of course, it is an international friendly, so it might just be a case of calming things down. If this was a competitive game in terms of course, something to play for, then I think there might be some cards dished out here. Whether he does do that, I don't know. I don't think it was malicious, the one where Maripan went on the floor. Portugal player, certainly a fist was about to be thrown, but I think it was more preempting the fist than actually the fist being thrown. Oh, it's a red card! It's a red card for, I think it's Rafael Leao. Yes, it is. Well, so I can only think then we haven't seen another replay, so we're only going on first viewing. Now, as I say, it was Cancelo and Friendlies who got in a bit of a wind-up, and Rafael Leao, let's have a look, pushes him, does he punch him? Oh, is it a punch? Oh, I'm not so sure. Very difficult to tell because there's a lot of players in the midst of, there's a lot of pushing and shoving, but the main event is Rafael Leao has been sent off for Portugal. A direct red card, that's what they call it these days, isn't it? He's off the field for his altercation. And I think Roman's gone as well. Yes, Roman has gone. So one player each. Roman for Chile and Rafael Leao for Portugal. Well, there was a skirmish between the two of them, that's for sure. And, yeah, looking at the pushing and shoving, well, there you go. The referee's made his mark. In the meantime, Portugal got a corner here. We're into 3 minutes of stoppage time. I can only imagine that we'll play a bit more, though. Although in a friendly, you never know, do you? But Portugal have a corner from this far near left-hand side. So, what a end to the first half we've had here. Dramatic or what? Short corner taken quickly. Ball is out to Cancelo. Clips the ball into the box. Good header away by Maripan. Still Portugal trying to pick the ball up there. It's a nice tackle by Ruben Diaz. Flicks the ball into the box, but Figueiredo will catch it and falls to the ground with relief, really, I think it's fair to say. But, well, what a incredible first half we've had there then. Into the first half as Figueiredo will clear it diagonal over to the right-hand side. We've not played any of the stoppage time from what my viewing is anyway, because all that happened in the first 30 seconds of the 3 added on minutes. So we have played 4 minutes to stoppage time, but in the meantime, Chile, if they can get the ball, and they've got it here. Here is Gutierrez, he keeps the ball in, flicks the ball into the box. Good header away by Ruben Diaz there. And again, really good defending by Portugal, and they've got themselves a free kick as well. But all of a sudden, it was just a simple ball over the top of the Portugal defence, and Gutierrez was completely in down the right-hand side. He got to the byline, flicked the ball in with his right foot, and then eventually Ruben Diaz heads it clear, but could be a real mixed of opportunities there, as I'll say the Chile striker is just having... and that's in fact is the half-time whistle here. Well, it's goalless between these two sides. Portugal 0, Chile 0. Portugal have had the better of the chances. Rafael Leao hitting the woodwork before Figueiredo pulled off a brilliant save by Cristiano Ronaldo. Chile are not laying a glove on Jose Sá's goal. But then at the end of the first half, we've had two sendings off. Rafael Leao for Portugal and Roman for Chile. So it's 10 against 10 in the second half. 0-0 at the break. We'll be back in the second half. Make sure you come and join us. Portugal 0, Chile 0. Welcome back to the Estadio Nacional do Jama for this evening's international friendly. And he's currently tied Portugal 0, Chile 0. And it's been an intense, chaotic first half, it's fair to say, which has culminated in 2 red cards, one for Portugal's Rafael Leão and Chile's Ivan Roman right before the interval after a skirmish between the two. And despite the level scoreline, though, Portugal have completely dominated the tempo in that first half, and having I think it's something like 12 shots on the Chilean goal, 3 on target. They actually hit the woodwork. Rafael Leão, the man who was given a red card, hit the woodwork. Cristiano Ronaldo forcing Vigouroux into a save as well. Chile yet to test the Portugal goalkeeper Jose Sá. And well, we are almost ready to get you underway in this second half. There are some changes being made as well. I can see Diogo Dalot is warming up, ready to come on. Pedro Neto as well for Portugal, so we'll let you know when those changes have been made. And well, in terms of these two sides meeting previously, you go back to 2017, where Chile actually won 3-0 on penalties in the Confederations Cup semi-final. Prior to that, it was a 1-1 draw between these two sides. So Chile will absolutely love that, won't they, if they can get themselves a draw against Portugal, who are using this as a critical tune-up before their opening 2026 World Cup match against DR Congo on the 17th of June. They've got another warm-up game, of course, with Nigeria to come as well. Chile didn't make the World Cup, didn't qualify, but they are here to certainly give it everything they've got and cause what would be, it's fair to say, a bit of an upset. And the referee is just checking everybody is in tune with play, and we'll get you underway in a couple of moments or so. And let you know the changes when we get those come through as well. There is a host of changes being made, so we will have to wait and see what those changes are. And if you have just tuned in, you're listening to live audio match commentary. Goalless between these two sides. And those changes are being made. And I was just saying, a host of changes always seem to be made, don't they, in these friendly fixtures. Pedro Neto for Portugal. It looks like they're going to could be making 5 or 6 here at one stage. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, he's a friendly. Pretty much do what they want, really, can't they? Change the players. As Chile also look like they might be a few of those coming on as well. So I'll keep you in tune as soon as we know. As, well, Philip Fundes, we can certainly tell you, has gone off. That's one of them. Jose Sá has gone off as well. As those changes will come through any moment or so. The referee just checking everything's in place. Thumbs are up. And ready to get you underway then in this second half. So Portugal with those white shirts, green shorts and white socks, kicking towards the right-hand side of the goal. Chile towards the left-hand side. And so can Portugal find a way through this Chilean defence? We'll have to wait and see. They'll try and play the ball through. Could be a chance here for he was trying to skip his way through there, but in the end Chilean do well. Good defending. Clear it away. And they're still under pressure now at the moment, and eventually it is booted clear towards halfway, but had to get that right there. Could have been a tricky situation for Chile. which has pretty much been their mantra all game. Portugal have bossed possession. They've been the team in the ascendancy. They've certainly been the team that has deserved it. So in terms of the players, we'll run through the bench in a moment. Who has come on? Portugal making 6 changes, so I'll come to that in a moment. In the meantime, Chile have possession. Out to the left-hand side. They roll the ball in. Serieta, who's just come on. Fundes off, Serieta on. As he rolls it back there. Here is Maripan. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of those who's gone off. So just to reiterate, it's Silva, the goalkeeper. Rui Silva is on in goal, replacing Jose Sá. Diogo Dallo replaces Nelson Semedo at right back. Inacio comes on for Veiga in the centre. Ruben Neves comes on for Samu Costa. Pedro Neto on for Bernardo Silva. And Gonçalo Guedes on for Cristiano Ronaldo. So those are the Portugal 6 changes at the break. And it looks like Serieta is on for Fundes. So it seems. It looks like that's just the one change from what we can make out here. It's all good fun, isn't it? As the ball is put into the edge of the D, and Chile might have an opportunity, half a chance here if it can break. In the end, though, the white shirt's getting in the way. Tapia was trying to get control of it there, the Chilean striker, Gonzalo Tapia. Thanks for Sao Paulo. Yet to score a goal in his last 11 games, though. Any real chance, or hopes he can. Did score in a 3-1 defeat to Juventude, should I say, which was quite a while ago. But in the meantime, here come Chile now, coming forward over the halfway line. Tapia is screaming for it on the right, and he might get it as well. He has. Here's a chance here into the penalty area. Can he get the shot away? Is Gutierrez? Can he get the cross in? No, he can't. Good defending there by Portugal. They see it out, and it goes out for a throw-in in the end. But really good play from Portugal. They had to get that right, and they did. But here come Chile, moving the ball forward. Again, there's a bit of a spritey start to the second half here from Cordova's side. All of a sudden, it just takes a little bit of a spark, doesn't it, to change things. And here they go. Out to the left-hand side. Real chance for the cross if he can get it in. There's the shot! Oh! And it's way over the bar in the end from Pizarro. Certainly can't blame him for having a go there, Pizarro, though. The Chilean midfielder scored in the 4-0 win over Universidad Central back in mid-May. His second goal in his last 12 games. And, certainly trying to show what he could do there, but it was a curling left foot shot well over the bar. But these Chilean have had an effort on goal, though. And here come Portugal now with the attack down the left-hand side. Want to move the ball as quick as they can through the lines, unable to do so. But Ruben Diaz collects it on the right-hand side, picks out Conceição. Want to drive forward, infield on that left foot, one of the ones who has stayed on the field. That's Conceição. There's the ball into the box, headed away. He's going to come back again. Not for the moment. That's a foul. It is. It's a foul on Pizarro. So it will be a free kick to Chile, and they take it quickly. And here they come down the left-hand side. Here is Tapia into the penalty area. Still got it. Low shot deflected away. Still Chile have it. A chance on the edge of the D. Can he size his shot up? He can. It's deflected up in the air. And it's caught by Rui Silva in the Portugal goal. All of a sudden, he saw the lights, did Arce there, with the Chilean striker, Agustin Arce, who got one goal in his last 4. The shot was deflected and high up in the air and comfortable in the end for Rui Silva. As Portugal will take possession again. Roll down the left-hand channel. Ball goes out for a throw-in, which I think Chile have got. Yes, they have. So, Serieta it was. And, managed to get the throw-in his way. So a chance for the home side to move the ball forward. The ball is given away. So now Portugal have it once again. Comfortable on the ball. Here is Bruno Fernandes. 51 minutes gone. You're listening to live audio match commentary. Portugal 0, Chile 0, but it's 10 against 10. Following the sendings off of Rafael Leao for Portugal and Ivan Roman for Chile. That was the start or end of the first half, should I say. After a scuffle between the two, which really they didn't need to get involved with. It's nothing to do with either of them, but they did. And the referee took the action. And in the meantime, Portugal have a corner on this far right hand side. Neto plays it to Cancelo, who's playing on the right hand side now, trying to get in there. He's played it back. Dalot's on the left. So those are the changes. And then the overhead kick. Oh, tipped over the bar. Well, Cancelo, great improvisation there from both, it has to be said. Cancelo with the overhead kick, the ball spun up in the air, he's on the penalty spot, and then tries the bicycle kick, and then it's tipped over the bar from Vigouroux. It's in a central position, the ball could be looping over the Swansea goalkeeper, but he didn't know that, and he got a right hand to it. Let's have a look at this. Is it going to drop in? I think it is, you know. It's going to drop into the net. That's a good save. Routine maybe because it was straight at him, but he still had to get his hands on it, and he did. In the meantime, Portugal have a corner from the left hand side. Bruno Fernandes hits it low into right across the face of goal. A chance for Conceição, clips it into the box. Good header away by Maripan there. And now Chile will come try and pick up possession on the left hand side. There's a driving run here. If he can collect it, Tapia, he's gone down. He's won a free kick, has he? He certainly has. He was barged off the ball by Pedro Neto there. And it will be a free kick. It's taken quickly. And now Chile will have it at the back. Trying to move the ball once again. That's a good ball by Pizarro, who's certainly been a lot more involved in this second half. Trying to get it in the middle of the park. Here he is again. There's the ball. What a beautiful ball that is, spread over to that near left-hand side. Suazo. Haven't seen too much of him, the Chilean left-back, but he's got it now on this left-hand side, but we haven't seen too many Chilean attacking options, really. Here is the Sevilla man once again, Suazo, but back on the in his defensive lineup again. Now there's a chance for a run forward for Sirieta, the Chilean substitute, at half-time. And now still trying to roll through the lines, and there's the ball through. Can he keep it in? He gets the cross in. Oh, it's flicked away somehow. What a chance for Chile there. Well, it was a lovely ball down the right hand side, and it's Gutierrez who flicked the ball in, and somehow Portugal got it clear. Well, I have to say that whenever there has been a rare attack from Chile, it has gone down that right hand side in the shape of Maximiliano Gutierrez. And there he was again, causing problems down the right, the 22-year-old, flicking the ball into the box. Certainly one to keep an eye on, that's for sure. And, well, eventually Portugal got it clear, but here's Conceição at the other end on the right-hand side. He beats his man, he's into the box. The ball is put in with his left foot, but it's gone right across the face of the goal. Well, he did all the right play there, did Conceição, drove at the Chilean left back and showed him a clean pair of heels. Suazo got through him on the right hand side to the byline, but he's right-footed cross and across the penalty area, and eventually Chile clear, but Portugal have got it back, and here they go on the left hand side. Here's Guedes, lovely 1-2, plays it inside, it's right by the corner flag here. Here is Neto trying to shape and turn. Oh, he does well there, gets past one man. Still Neto, he's gone down. That'll be a free kick to Portugal. Or will it be a corner? No, the referee's given a corner there. Well, you have to give credit there to Arce, was back defending the Chilean striker there, battling away with Pedro Neto. He slid in, and in the end, I think Neto wanted the free kick, because Neto actually beat him on the left-hand side, but and went down. Then he got back to his feet, Neto, and then in the end the Chilean man got the tackle in. But it will be a corner to Portugal from this far left-hand side. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Still goalless here between these sides, Portugal and Chile. But a real chance here from the corner. Is it going to be Bruno Fernandes to take it? Or is it? No, it's not. It's a goal kick, in fact. Referee has given a goal kick after all that. So Chile will come forward then with possession. Well, all changed, and here they come. And talking of change, here come Chile now driving forward. That's a great challenge by Ruben Diaz, but the ball is flicked up in the air on that far right-hand side. Chance to drive into the box. Gutierrez again causing those problems. Here he goes, and again Portugal, the feet are just in the way. But then all of a sudden a shot comes in from Tapia, but it goes wide of the right-hand post. And well, at least Chile are having shots on goal now. That was something that they certainly didn't look like doing in the first half, but just been a little bit of a spark from them in the second. So you wonder what Cordova has said to his players. Must have said something, because it has certainly changed the trajectory. Although, having said that, of course, Portugal have made 6 changes. And, of course, changing a team, any team, when you make that many, does change the context of the game. Here is Conceição now. Trying to clips the ball beautifully over to that left-hand side. Took under control. And now a chance to run at the Chilean defence. And where will he go? Here is Inacio. Looking for support. Oh, great ball! Chance here! And a goal for Portugal! And it's Guedes who finishes it! Well, what a neat finish that was from the substitute, Gonzalo Guedes. He's had his injury problems as the Real Sociedad striker, but he's put them behind him with an accomplished finish into the bottom right-hand corner. And it is Portugal 1, Chile 0, and you can see what that means to Gonzalo Guedes. Last scored in March, the 3-1 win over Osasuna. And then he finished that beauty. It was a lovely side roll pass from, I think it was Bruno Fernandes. What a ball through. And then Guedes takes a touch with his right foot. He's 8 yards out, left side of the area, and he pokes it beautifully with his right foot into the far right corner. Sublime from Guedes. And Portugal lead by a goal to 0. If you have just tuned in, you are listening to live audio match commentary. And it is Portugal. That has to be said, the second half's been a little bit more balanced. So, not quite sure whether you could say Portugal deserved that, but Figueiredo's got a bit of a trickster to try and get rid of the ball here on the edge of the D, and he does. Ball flicked up in the air there. He couldn't handle it because it was outside his box. In the end, it hit his right knee, and eventually Chile were able to clear, but that could have been a bit of a tricky situation there for Figueiredo, but he dealt with it well with the Chilean goalkeeper. And just have a look at it. He thought about handling it, and then he realised he wasn't sure where he was. But having said that, looking at it again, he was inside his box, so he could have caught it. But of course, he didn't want to take that risk, so you can't blame him for that, really, as Tapia ploughs into Inacio. And so it will be a free kick to Portugal, which they take quickly. Ball is out to the left-hand side. Chance here to run if he can. Here's Pedro Neto. 2 to beat. Rolls it back. Here's Inacio. Clips the ball into the box. Oh, he's gone down there as Cancelo. Little bit of an appeal. He was shoved off the ball. He's put his arms to the referee. He believes he was put down for a penalty. We have got VAR tonight, so can of course check what's going on. In the meantime, though, here comes Neto again on the left-hand side, trying to take on his man. Still got it. Plays it in field. Shot comes in from 30 yards out from Inacio, but it's caught well by Figueiredo in the Chilean goal. But Well, Rosario Abiso and Federico Lepena are the people in the VAR tonight. They will, I'm sure, take a look at it if it's needed be. But it looks like it's been checked and it's okay. So Portugal will have possession then, rolling towards the halfway line. Here is Inacio now coming forward. That's another ball through. Could be a chance. Neto keeps this on the left. Low ball into the box. It's cleared away there and out for a throw-in. Well, they really are trying to up the ante now, Portugal. We've seen that finish again from Guedes. It really was a well-tucked finish from the Portugal striker. And a lovely ball through as well from Ruben Neves, the former Wolves man, of course. Here's Bruno Fernandes. He's won a corner there. Just tripped it off the number 6 for Chile, Pizarro, and out for a corner it will go. So another chance here for Portugal to put some more pressure on the Chilean defence, and that's exactly what Bruno Fernandes intends to do here. What kind of corner can he deliver from this far left hand side? Ruben Diaz has got his arms up. He believes he can find him here. Still got his waiting for it. 62 minutes gone. Portugal 1, Chile 0 in this international friendly. Corner is taken short to Neto. Neto plays it to Inacio. Nice ball inside. Neto, here he is, clips it in with his right foot. He was looking for the header. Cleared away. Ruben Diaz was waiting for it as well. And it's collected well by Cancelo. And Portugal will try again. Here they go on the left-hand side. Nice ball again into Guedes, who has really got his tail up since the goal. And here he is again into the area. Lays the ball into Inacio. Tries to drive the shot towards goal. And eventually Chile do well. And then Dallo was trying to get on the end of it as well. It was a right piece of trickery there from Portugal. They were just trying to find the space to shoot. It wasn't to be. And here come Chile. What a ball that is from Pizarro, and he's found Gutierrez, who's into the penalty area. A chance here for Chile. Clips the ball into the box. Can he turn on it? Tapia? No, he has to go back and outside the penalty area. That was a chance there. It's gone for the moment. They've still got possession though, Chile, on the edge of the Portugal penalty area. Can they get a strike in on goal? Looking for support. Fundes. And now Arce on the edge of the D. He's gone down. No, says the referee. And now Portugal could come forward. Here's Pedro Neto on the run over the halfway line. He's beat one. He's driving in field. Neto out to the right hand side. Could be a chance here. Back to Neto. Oh, he puts it wide. Great play by Portugal there, moving the ball on the counter. Neto plays it into Guedes. He fed it back to him. He's on the right side of the areas. It's a difficult angle really for Pedro Neto to cut the ball across. Good defending by the Chilean defender as well, who slid in tremendously well, it has to be said. Did Suazo, did enough to put him off, and wide of the near post of the netting the ball went. Here come Chile now, coming forward out to the right hand side. Gutierrez though really is a player to watch for Chile. Whenever he's had that ball, he's been the one with the just the latitude to take on players and try and make something happen for Chile. It's definitely the outlet for them anyway. And Tapia's been a bit better in the second half as well. So, in the meantime, here go Chile, trying to attack. Portugal seem that they're making some more changes. Looks like Chile are going to be making a couple of changes actually. We'll keep stock of who's coming on. I think I can see Capeda down there at the moment, warming up. Lucas Capeda, the Elche striker. Here come Chile again, trying to find a way through, and that's a foul. That'll be a free kick. Tapia has gone down. under the challenge of Ruben Diaz. Well, he just spun him there, Tapia, and Ruben Diaz put his left foot through him and took his ankle away. So will be a free kick here and a chance for Chile to get the ball into the box, cause Portugal some more problems here. An opportunity, referee just painting the white line, and looks like it's going to be a two-man wall initially for Portugal, maybe three-man now joining, but a chance to get the ball into the box here. It's 10 yards outside the Portugal penalty area on this left-hand side, so certainly an opportunity. We'll test the resolve of Rui Silva, and there's the shot, and it's well over the bar. Well, that really is what you call Highwood and handsome, because I think the ball's still flying in the sky, to be fair. It really was bad delivery from Gutierrez, who, as I say, has had a really good game, but he fired the shot well over the crossbar with his right foot. And it's a chance gone begging for Chile. But for Portugal, they are one up thanks to Gonzalo Guedes, his goal. And that is the goal that separates the two sides. Of course, 10 against 10 we have had in this second half due to the sendings off of Ivan Roman for Chile and Rafael Leao of Portugal. So Chile making a substitute. Arce is off, Capeda is on. So as suspected, Lucas Capeda is on the field. Gutierrez has now gone off as well. In the meantime, Portugal have a chance to make it 2-0. Good save at the near post there. Brilliant save it was from Vigouroux. Again, well, it was Bruno Fernandes who just flicked the ball over the back of the Chilean defence, and Diogo Dalot is in, down the left side of the area, hits it with his left foot, but that's a fine save. Vigouroux keeps his legs closed at the near post and blocks the ball tremendously. A really good save there from the Chilean goalkeeper, as he kept it well, kept it at stock, had to do so, and he did. So it looks like Echeverria is coming on as well, so another substitute for Chile, and it's going to be Rodrigo Echeverria, the Leon midfielder. Leon, not as you know it, Leon in Mexico. Of course, you may be thinking of Leon in France when we say that, so I thought I'd just explain that a little bit more in detail. Ruben Neves goes over. There is going to be a drinks break now, so both sets of teams are having the drinks break, and of course Ruben Neves credited with the assist. It was his lovely side roll pass which set Gonzalo Guedes away down the left side of the area, and he took control of it, and a beautiful finish with his right foot, just a little poke, it's all it needed really, with the right boot into the far right corner as Vigouroux came out of his goal. And, Portugal, who has to be said had a lot of the ball in the first half and were bossing it pretty comfortably, didn't manage to score in that first period of football, and yet Chile have come back into this one in the second, and Portugal have scored. That's why the game of football really does whet your appetite, doesn't it? These things that can suddenly change and happen. And, they've had to work a lot harder, it's fair to say. Now Portugal, talking of working harder, Roberto Martinez looks like he's sweating here, telling his players what he wants from them in the final 20 minutes or so. Of course, it is a warm-up game for Portugal before they start their World Cup encounter. And, in terms of Chile, of course, they failed to qualify for the World Cup after a goalless draw with Uruguay, but they were already pretty much out because they'd finished bottom of the group anyway. And 10th of 10th, which was not the sort of they would have wanted. In the meantime, we are back in play, and Portugal, corner comes in, but Figueiredo will catch that very comfortably for Chile. And get ready to bowl the ball out, so very comfortable from him. Meantime, Chile will have a throw on this near left-hand side. It was the left-back Suazo. He's going to play it in field there to Maripan. Chile have it in the middle of the park at the moment. Loyola's going to flick the ball diagonal. It's a beautiful ball to Capeda on that left-hand side. He's brought it down really well as the Chilean number 10. Here he goes. Got Suazo in support. Here is Suazo again, the Chilean captain. Plays it in field. Could be a chance to try and get the ball into the Portugal penalty area. They just decide against that for the moment, though. And decide to go onto the midfield. He's trying to look for the run in the end, but unable to do so. The ball will go all the way back to Maripan. Plays the 1-2. Chile keeping the ball at the moment, but they're not going anywhere. Capeda tries to turn on the ball. Portugal got everybody behind the ball at the moment, apart from Gonçalo Guedes, who's hovering about on the halfway line. There's the ball flicked into the box. Great chance! Oh, brilliant ball into the box there by Pizarro. Well, it's still not away here. Portugal under a bit of pressure. They're certainly got to up the ante in terms of defending at the moment. But here come Chile on the right-hand side. Crosses high into the box again. It's flicked away. And Guedes has had to come back and help out. And in the end, he's won a free kick there. Well, he took the pressure off, did the Portugal striker. Came back, held the ball up. And in the end, he got a push in the back from Maripan. But what a chance there. Well, the ball was flicked over the back of the Portugal defence, down that left-hand side, and Pizarro, on the edge of the 6-yard area, flicked the ball in with his left foot, and then Tapia just couldn't quite divert it home, and Portugal were able to clear. While it's still 1-0, anything can happen, can't it? And you would feel if Portugal were to not win this now they've been in the driving seat, it'd be a bit of a disappointment really for Roberto Martinez's side, friendly or not of course. But here come Portugal trying to keep the ball in, and he does brilliantly. Bruno Fernandes on that far goal line, rolls it back. Portugal have possession deep inside the Chile half. On this near side, back to Ruben Diaz it's going to go. Then Ruben Diaz plays a 1-2, rolls it down the right hand channel. Here is Conceição, trying to take him on, cuts in field. Conceição rolls it back to Ruben Diaz again. Portugal just flicking the ball around like Sabutio pieces moving on the field. Ruben Diaz again, rolls it out to the left hand side. 73 minutes on the clock. Portugal 1, Chile 0. You're listening to live audio match commentary of this international friendly. Out to the right it'll go to Ruben Diaz. He will drive forward. He's got support in the shape of Conceição. Now he collects it. Here is Conceição trying to dribble his way through, but it's a great tackle there. All right, Suazo always giving the ball away. And there's one ball to Guedes. Here he is inside the penalty area. He's waiting for support. Rolls the ball back. Conceição. Chance for Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's a beautiful finish. A sweeping right foot strike into the far left-hand corner. Gives Figueiredo no chance whatsoever. And it's Portugal 2, Chile 0. And that really is a fine finish from a man who is in a rich vein of form at the moment, isn't he? Last season for Manchester United, 30 goal contributions in 35 matches. Quite incredible, isn't it, when you look at that? 9 assists, 9 goals, 21 assists at Manchester United. And then he turns up and does that for Portugal. He will certainly be one to watch, won't he, in the World Cup? And he just sweeps it beautifully, elegantly, like no effort whatsoever from Bruno Fernandes. Ball comes back to him right side of the edge of the D, and he sweeps it into the far left corner after the ball had been laid into him. And he loves those types of finishes, doesn't he, Bruno Fernandes? A typical Bruno Fernandes finish, if ever there was one. Well, now João Felix is coming on the field for Conceição, who's done his little bit for the afternoon or evening, wherever you're listening from, or maybe the morning, if you're tuning in on the morning there. But Portugal really are in a comfortable setting now. They needed that second goal, and now they've got that second goal. Conceição, who just got the assist a moment ago, he was the man who laid the ball in to Bruno Fernandes to finish. He's done his bit, off the field he goes, and on his place comes João Felix, former Chelsea man, of course, now playing his football with Al Nassr. He actually scored 20 goals in 33 games in their domestic league, João Felix, so certainly comes into this with form. In the meantime, here come Chile, looking for one back. Can they do so? There's the cross into the box, cleared away again. Ruben Diaz is on the end of it. Now Chile will try again. Out to the left-hand side. Tapia holding it up. He's dropping a little bit more deeper now. The Chilean striker playing on the left-hand side where he was central to up front with Arce. Now he's going into the middle again. In the meantime, nice driving run from Osorio. We haven't seen too much of him in this game. It's Chile again. Go all the way back now. Here is Sirieta. Flicks the ball over the top. Oh, and there's a chance here. And Tapia could be in. He's into the penalty area down the left-hand side. He's won a corner. Flicks it off Ruben Diaz. Good defending from the Portugal number 3. Flicked his right boot, Ruben Diaz, and behind for a corner. And it was good work down the left-hand side from Tapia. And a chance here to get the ball into the box for Chile. One goal just changes things again, doesn't it? Corner it will be taken. Pizarro, in it goes. There's the flick header. Oh, it's a looping one by Tapia, and it could go anywhere. And in the end, it's flicked clear. Portugal, and here's João Felix, who's trying to control the ball, and in the midst he got a little bit overexcited, and he's pushed Osorio in the back, and that will be a free kick to Chile. So a chance for Chile to get the ball into the box there. João Felix just wanted to get hold of the ball, really, was jumping for it, trying to do what he could as the ball was in the air, but in the end he fell into the trap. And a free kick to Chile it will be. So Capeda will look to take it. 20 yards outside the Portugal penalty area on this far right-hand side. Going to dink it in with the left boot, you would feel, which he does. In it goes. Oh, could be a chance here. It's away there. Portugal do well and clear the danger. But Chile are going to come back once more. Or are they? And there's a player down here holding his mouth. So I can only assume the ball was hit against him. It's a Portugal player. Can't quite see who it is because there's a rift of bodies. Is it Ruben Neves, I think? It is, yeah. Ruben Neves is currently down, although just as I say that, he's getting back to his feet now. So it looks like he's going to be okay. Another player who, of course, plays his football in Saudi Arabia with Al Hilal. Ruben Neves, and in terms of a season for him, 11 goals and 7 assists. The 29-year-old certainly made his name in the Premier League, didn't he, with Wolverhampton Wanderers. There's quite a few Wolverhampton Wanderers players who or ex-Wolverhampton Wanderers players that are on the field. Jose Sarr was, of course, and Nelson Semedo. Chile will have possession, so they are making another change. It's going to be Rickmuth that comes on, I think, by the looks of it. So Rickmuth is on. I think Mendes is coming on as well, so it could be a double change here. From what we can see, could even be a triple change. Morales is also just walking forward, so yeah, we will keep you posted with those changes. Well, of course, Chile had only made 3 changes up to this point compared to Portugal. who have made 7, with João Felix coming on a few moments ago. As here come Portugal then, we're going to move the ball forward. 10 minutes remain here. If you are just tuning in, listening to live audio match commentary, it is Portugal 2, Chile 0, but it hasn't been comfortable for Portugal in terms of possession. You may say that first half, but in the second half it's been a little bit more even. But just as I say that, is Diogo Dalot driving forward now towards the Chile penalty. He plays the ball in there, and the shot is wide. What a chance there. And I think it was Guedes, was it again, that got on the end of it. Well, it was a great run through the 2 Chile defenders there. And it was Pedro Neto actually with his left foot, and he puts it wide of the near post. Well, half a chance you would have to say that was, maybe 3/4 of a chance if you wanted to say a little bit more, not quite a full one. As Pedro Neto puts it wide then of the near post, but good play again by Portugal. They just move the ball so quickly when they want to. But in the meantime, Chile have got a chance here inside the box. There's a turn. Can he get a shot in here? Into the D, shoots with his left foot. Oh, and into the arms there. Well, it was Reitmuth who's just come on for Chile. Spun on the ball, fired it with his left foot, and the ball deflected high up in the air, but it was caught comfortably in the end by Rui Silva in the Portugal goal. And it had to be, because otherwise it might well have found the net. Well, Niels Reitmuth got 4 goals so far this season. It's not his best tally though. He got 7 the season before that. His last goal came in March with Thun beating Young Boys in the Super League. In Switzerland is where he plays his football. Chile again see another chance go begging. Homathabal down the right hand side, or he might win a corner. He has won a corner, but in the end they've just tried to take the corner too quickly, and they took it so quickly that I think it was Homathabal, who's just come on as well, was offside. So didn't really think that one through, did they, Chile, from the corner? But there you go. So just to give you a more briefing on the Chile substitutes, Reitmuth, Mendes, Morales and Homathabal are on the field. Off went Gutierrez, Osorio, Pizarro, Tapia and Loyola. We've got 7 minutes remaining. Portugal lead by 2-0. You're listening to live audio match commentary. 2 sendings off we had as well in the first half, let's not forget. Both teams down to 10. Rafael Leo for Portugal, Roman for Chile, due to a skirmish they had, which was nothing to do with them. They both got involved and decided to have a bit of a fisticuffs, and it ended up with 2 red cards. In the meantime, here come Portugal now, attacking down the left-hand side. Here is Guedes holding the ball up really nicely and neatly. Plays it into Bruno Fernandes, scorer of the second goal for Portugal, of course. Side foots the ball out to the right-hand side. Now Portugal just keeping it very neatly. Comfortably is Pedro Neto, who's moved over from the left to the right-hand side now, with Conceição, of course, going off. Here is Neto again. He can be a bit more familiar, can't he, on that right? Likes to cut in on his left foot, cause a bit more danger. And here is Ruben Dias on the ball for Portugal. Plays a nice 1-2, but it goes back to the halfway line. Now the Portugal supporters, I can see one holding up the World Cup trophy. That'd be a dream come true, wouldn't it? They've never won the World Cup, Portugal. They are, of course, come into this, don't they, as the UEFA Nations League champions. So they will, I'm sure, certainly feel that they've got more than anybody's chance of trying to win this trophy. They are a team that normally never seem to do it when it matters in the World Cup, do they? So, of course, won the Euros as well, didn't they? So they go again. 59% to Chile's 41% in terms of ball possession, Portugal. So certainly a massive improvement to the first half. And they've got the ball again of those white and green tops. And here is Pedro Neto on the ball, tries to spin away, goes down, got himself a free kick there. Hustle and bustle from Suazo was a little bit too much for the referee's liking. So it will be a free kick to Portugal. And chance for them to move the ball forward once more, see if they can get themselves a third goal. In the meantime, there is going to be another change for Portugal. And it looks like it's going to be Arejo who comes on. So Thomas Arejo is on, the Benfica defender. What a nice moment it will be as he comes onto the field, the 24-year-old. Never played in a World Cup before. As here come Portugal again. Taking on the right-hand side. Bruno Fernandes. Good shape to shoot, but decides against it. Goes for the pass onto the right-hand side. Here is Cancelo. Looking for a free kick, Portugal there on the edge of the box, but nothing doing. In the end, the ball is cleared away. And now Chile will have possession. Here they come driving forward. It's a fine tackle there to stop him in his tracks. Really good work there, has to be said, by João Felix. He just brushes the blonde highlights of his dark hair. Nice little stripe of blonde through the hair as João Felix got there. So Chile look like they've got themselves a chance to get the ball forward, but just seen that finish again from Gonçalo Guedes, the way it was side roll passed to him. There he is, 8 yards out, takes one touch, gets it into his feet, and Gonçalo Guedes, when you give him a chance like that, Sociedad man normally doesn't miss, and he didn't miss there, poking it into the far right corner. And the second one, beautiful strike for Bruno Fernandes, trademark Bruno, as Conceição set him up. He's on the edge of the D, 20 yards out, and he just sweeps it beautifully with his right foot, side of the right foot, into the far left corner. And those are the goals that currently give Portugal a 2-0 advantage here. But here come Chile coming forward. Can they get themselves back into it late on here and cause a little bit of a stir possibly? Roberto Martinez's side. Cordova will certainly hope that, won't he? And here come Chile again. They can certainly be buoyed by their second half performance, though. They've been a lot better than the first. They've took it to Portugal in this second half. And there's been a few little bits of moments. There hasn't been a shot on target. That's the only disappointment I'm sure they've got. But they've had a couple of shots on goal. A couple wide. And a couple of half chances where the ball just wouldn't fall to them either. Again, they've given the ball away. And now Portugal can come through. And in numbers, it's 5 against 2 here. If they get it right. Still trying to pick out the numbers and try to pick out Guedes there. Did Ruben Neves, but he couldn't quite get the pass right. Well, they had a real charge on Portugal there. As Chile will come forward. We are now in the 90 minutes, so it's whatever the referee or fourth official wishes to put the board up, and what we will have, I can't imagine there'll be much really. As Chile will have possession at the back now, rolling the ball inside the centre circle. We'll let you know as soon as that comes up. Here is Morales for Chile. Picks out Echeverría. Here he is on the left-hand side. 3 minutes to stoppage time to play then. So that is all we've got remaining here. But here come Chile. There is their number 9, Morales, trying to get on the end of it. Plays it back. Back to Maripan. It's gone all the way back to the Chile centre half, and he's... Oh, they've given the ball away, and Portugal almost got on the end of it there. Bruno Fernandes, just a simple ball through, looking for the Manchester United man, but he didn't find him. And here come Chile now, on the attack. They've got options on the right if they need it. There's a man over here. Here he is into the penalty area. Trying to gets the shot in with his left foot. It's blocked brilliantly by Dalot. wouldn't let him get past him, Diogo Dalot. And great block, it has to be said, by, of course, another Manchester United man. But in the meantime, here come Chile. There's the ball out to the left-hand side. Could be a chance for a cross here. Decides against it. Cross in. Oh, and the shot comes in. It's straight into the arms, though, of Rui Silva. But the first shot on target for Chile, and it comes in the 92nd minute. And it was Reitmuth, would you believe, who fired it with his left foot. Low shot. It's central, really. Easy pickings for Rui Silva. But here come Chile again, coming forward. Here's Morales on the ball. Plays it on the edge of the D. Chile could have a chance for a shot here. Just trying to find a way through. They do go for it. Oh, they score! What a goal that is! Left-footed shot from Capeda, the substitute. And Chile have got one back. Here in stoppage time, Portugal 2, Chile 1. It may be too late, but there's still a minute and a half to play yet. And that's a great finish, it has to be said, by Capeda, the Chile substitute. Well, he picked up the ball on the edge of the D. There was nothing on, really. He just cut in, saw a bit of space, hit it with his left foot, and totally wrong-footed Rui Silva. And the ball goes into the far right corner and into the net. Great finish by Lucas Capeda. And it is Portugal 2, Chile 1. Have Chile got time to get an equalising goal? That's the big question, isn't it? We'll have to wait and see. Or will the referee blow time? Well, time really is ticking now. 2.5 minutes of the 3 added on we have had. There's only seconds to spare. We've seen that finish. A great finish it was by Capeda. Just the way he took it with his left foot. Nothing was on. Fired it into the far right-hand corner. And, well, now what can Chile do here? Trying to move the ball forward again. Out to that right-hand side. Eventually it is cleared away, and we're trying to see whether they can hold on now. Chile, Portugal should have said. Chile trying to come forward again, and here go Portugal again with possession, and that in fact is the final whistle here. It's all over. It's finished. Portugal 2, Chile 1. All 3 goals coming in the second half. Well, we had a controversial first half where Rafael Leão was sent off for Portugal. Roman was sent off for Chile. So 2 players red carded before the first half ended. But that didn't dampen spirits. Gonçalo Guedes put Portugal in front in the 58th minute before Bruno Fernandes sweeped home to make it 2-0. Chile got one back through Capeda, but really it was too little too late. It's finished here. Portugal 2, Chile 1.